Are we starting?
We are.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Joey Kidney.
Hi, I'm Elle Mills.
Classic. And welcome back to the Happy Times Podcast.
This is the Happy Times Podcast.
Now we are ready. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
You used to call me Pookie.
I know, I still do, Pookie.
It's still uncomfortable. It's never not weird.
I love it. It's like a cute pet name.
Until we learned out that it meant vagina in like Polish.
Oh my god,
What was it?
yes.
It was Polish, right?
I have
Or something
no clue,
like that.
Something like that, yeah. Still
Those-
fitting.
No, I look like a vagina. That's sick. That's awesome. So for those who don't know, this is Elle Mills.
Hi.
You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Elle Mills, and I'm Joey's girlfriend.
X.
Oh.
I was gonna get us to do a video where we date for 24 hours, and then at the end of it, that's it. It's like a, it's probably not a way to describe it. A friends with benefits movie.
Yeah.
But like just for the day.
Okay. I mean, like, I'm down. Is that your way of asking to kiss me?
No.
Uh-oh.
I don't want the sloppy seconds.
Of who?
And that's the key, folks. So, Elle and I met. Oh, whoa. How long ago?
Over a year and a half ago. Because we met March or April. Well, I think March. March 2017.
Did you have it down in your calendar?
No, because that's around the time, like, the video started going on.
Oh, right. And then, okay, yeah. So, that's when, I mean, we've talked about it so many times, but that's when you emailed me and you were like, oh, I'm making a video on what you shouldn't ask a YouTuber.
Yeah, questions you shouldn't ask big YouTubers.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm down, but then there was no big YouTubers in
No, you're the only one who responded, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's your email?
All Team Alba.
Yeah.
And then a few, I think, a bit smaller ones. Like, they had about... I don't remember. Okay. I don't want to say their name.
Are you sure? Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, I know.
Yeah. Like those, like, just like Ottawa people.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
And then, I mean, normally I wouldn't respond to an email like that, but I was like, oh, I'm down. Because I looked you up and I forget what video I watched. I watched something. I think it was with your teachers.
Yes. The questions you should ask your teachers.
Yeah, I watched that and I was like, oh, I'm down. This is funny. And I was like, this looks awkward and uncomfortable. I'm in. And then that just, that didn't work out. And then I asked her if she wanted to go for coffee.
Yeah.
And she turned me down.
I was like, I don't really drink coffee, but how about lunch?
Yeah, and then we went to Jack Astor's.
Yes.
And that was old you days. That's when you pulled up in like the sweatpants
and a Coke shirt. I was wearing like the outfit.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you played the part. I was like, oh wow, she's like, yeah, this is her.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and you ordered a Coke.
Yes, I did. And a burger, I think.
Yeah, you ordered 4 Cokes.
Oh my god, I did. I'm addicted.
I was like, whoa, I've never seen somebody drink. Like, I was like, you're Canadian. You're like, that's an American thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Because when we get asked if we want water. They just get asked what soda they want or pop or whatever.
Yeah.
What do we call it? We call it pop.
I call it pop.
Yeah. They don't get it. Like, you don't get asked if you want water. They just come with the menu. I think that's crazy. But yeah, that blew my mind.
Yeah,
and then, but then you, no, I drove you to Carleton for a speech.
I was doing a speech, yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. That was such a weird day. That is such a weird day for me. Whoa. I can't believe I drank 4 Cokes.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine doing that now, you know? That's so weird to me.
Well, that's the thing. Like, old you used to wake up at, like, 2.
2? Yeah.
Because I remember we would, like, be hanging out that day, and then, I don't know, I'll text you and be like, do you want to do something more? Or if we were going to, like, Blues Fest or whatever we were doing, and then you would respond, or you'd FaceTime, like, from your bed, and, like, passed out, and you'd be like, oh, hey.
Oh, my God.
Like
I
2.
totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I was such a slob.
Yeah. I mean, no, I wouldn't describe you as that.
Yeah.
Just a mess.
Yeah, I was a mess. I was a mess for sure.
Did you? Because you look good now. Did you?
Oh,
I mean, I'm not saying you looked horrible before. You look healthier now.
Yes.
Did you change eating habits?
Yes.
Like what?
Like, I can't even imagine. Like, I remember, like, we were talking about it recently. Like, last year, I would go to McDonald's, and I would get 3 burgers, fries, and a Coke. Like, that would be, like, my normal meal.
You get 3 burgers?
I would get 3 burgers.
I can't even. Wow.
Yeah, and I'm not. And the thought of doing that now, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know how.
What are you eating now?
Just like, I don't like really crave burgers. To be fair, I don't really eat burgers. When I was like, I don't know, I keep fluctuating back and forth, like a stricter diet / like just like letting loose. When I'm doing like strict, I really just like really try to do a lot of veggies and chicken and like fish. You know, just like
bodybuilder. Mm-hmm. That's what they eat. No? I mean, I don't know, but mind you, like even it doesn't even matter who it was. If somebody said that they ate that much fast food, I'm just not a fast food person.
Yeah,
it's like
you've never been though.
No.
Yeah.
I'll eat like.
Remember you brought me to like the Pure Kitchen one time, and I was just like.
You said you wanted to try it.
I still can't eat that. I'm so sorry. I still. There's something about it I can't. It tastes. I need meat. I'm a meat person. I'm so sorry. No, I can eat vegetarian. It's vegan. That is just like the fake cheese and like all that.
I think for me it's the sauce. I mean, because there's a lot of stuff that people don't like. There's a lot of ingredients in a sauce, right? Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of like dairy products and everything like that. And then they take it all out and they replace it with like sugar.
Yeah.
And then it literally just makes you have to shit yourself. Like it's like you just drank so much coffee and you just gotta go.
Yeah.
Like I don't like that. I don't eat there.
No.
It was just like that one time. Because like you were like, yeah, I'll try it.
And
I was like, all right.
I really thought I would like it. But I've tried it again recently. I've tried it multiple times now. And I'm just something about it. I can't do it. Vegan.
You got the burger.
No, I think I got a wrap.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you chose a thing with, like, the most meat in it. Right?
Yeah.
Or the
meat.
air quote
like, it
meat.
was, like, I don't know, falafel or something in there.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't eat that.
I love that too. You know what's something I want to talk about, though? Speaking of, like, our first meeting / whatever.
What?
Is our first convention. Because you got me into my first convention.
Oh, whoa, yeah, yes.
Playlist Live DC. And that's where I met, like, a lot of my friends. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, but I remember you were asking me about like the conventions and like tour and everything because at the time I was like that was on like my 3rd year of tour or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's draining. It's like it's not awful, but it's like really hard. It's not as good as you think, and all that stuff. And you were like, I
didn't get it. I honestly thought you were bullshitting. I was like, what is this guy saying?
Do you get it now?
Yeah, I get it. Trust me. It's something you can. Oh man, I just can't explain it to people. Like you have to do it to understand. I feel like some people are able to empathize and like sympathize, but like I don't know.
I mean, not compared to like a celebrity, but like you kind of understand why Justin Bieber stopped doing meet and greets.
100%. And before I was like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah,
I get it.
Like he's stupid. Like there's so much money in it. There's so much this. Like it's so much fun.
Yeah.
And then now. It's totally different. And again, like the people listening, you probably don't understand. You probably think we're assholes.
Yeah.
But like it's literally emotionally draining. You get like a person crying to you, then you get a laughing one, then you get somebody who's too shy to talk, then you get somebody who's really outgoing, and you have to adapt to everyone. And it's just.
I didn't even think about that. You do have to adapt to each person. Yeah.
Yeah, because usually people come up to me and like they'll tell me something that's like really close to their heart, and then. But it's different for each and every person.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's like a really sad story. Sometimes it's really happy. Sometimes it's... And, you know, when you can't necessarily be like the happy-go-lucky guy or girl or anybody when they come up to you and tell you a sob story. Because then you're like this, oh, that's sick. You want to take a selfie?
Yeah.
Like, no, it doesn't work like that. You have to be like, oh, that's... like you have to be sad. You have to sympathize.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's... I don't know. That's tough. So Elle just did YouTube Rewind. How's that?
Listen, I enjoyed my experience. I on set was a fun day. It was a long day. I was there for about, I think, 10 hours.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now so that 10 hours, were they filming your scene the entire time?
No. Like, there's a lot of waiting around. And we had, like, all the YouTubers there, like, well, the ones on my day set, like, we all kind of hung out in the same room. We had chill time. It was just kind of catching up with everyone. It was my first time on a set, so this is my first time doing all that.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I was really nervous because my lines, I had like actual lines.
Yeah.
And they tried to pitch some stuff out, and I couldn't say it properly, and I just realized I was like, maybe acting's not cut out.
Hey guys, can I just go? Hi, I'm Elle Mills.
I'm like, that's my only talent. And there are points because I actually take off my they cut it short, but I take off my hood and I say my line, and so I take off my hood, and then everyone's supposed to turn and look at me.
Yeah.
And we kept them messing up because everyone kept them laughing because I was just like. Because it was the back of me, and then like we could not do it for the life of me. And the second thing I kept them messing up was one of the lines that they told me to say was, "Every rewind needs an ending," right? And so I kept on saying, "Every rewind needs an ending," and I couldn't do. I'm like, guys, someone on set, what is it? Rewind. I go, rewind. It's hard.
The title of the video is all you have to say.
It was hard.
I've messed up stuff like that.
Yeah.
Countless times. You just did We Day. How's that?
I love that. That was
cool,
so cool. I've never spoken to that many people, and also the fact that was like my hometown, I've gone to concerts there for years and years.
Is that CTC?
Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah, no, because I did that in Toronto.
Yeah.
And the rehearsal day, like We Day is a mental health convention organization, stuff like that. More for just motivating kids and to doing well and helping people out and helping the universe and everything like that. Great spot. So swearing is not necessarily accepted there.
Yes.
And when I did my rehearsal, I went up and they changed my lines. So I went in and I was like, okay, I'll just memorize them. And I memorized them, and then so I didn't have to look at them.
Yeah.
And so I'm saying it, but then I glance at the screen and it's not what I'm supposed to be saying. Like what I'm reading is not what I'm saying. And then so I'm like, oh, what the and I just went.
No.
And it's like on the big speakers too for rehearsal. And I'm like, sick. My first line at We Day was, what the fuck?
Yeah, I read that. I was reading the teleprompter the entire time. I was like, there's no way I'm going to remember it.
How many lines did you have?
I had it was like a 2-minute speech.
Okay, well, yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah. That's reasonable.
It was cool though to see like the backstage, like because I've such a concert like fangirl that I would, for every concert I would wait back at, like the loading dock for like the celebrity to come out for hours. And
you were that celebrity.
And I was able to go through and like finally see what's behind that door. Like 'cause I always saw everyone coming in and out of that door. Not that great, but it was pretty cool.
When I did it in Toronto, it was just like Nick Robinson was there.
Yeah.
And like Adam Devine, I don't know how to say that.
Oh, yes.
He was just like it blows your mind when they just walk on by you.
Yeah.
And like after the first time it happens, you're like, all right. Then you start acting cool.
People.
Then what?
You had cool people.
What are you trying to say? I didn't have cool people. Who'd you have? Well,
I know.
No, not to be offensive, but who was the main person?
Oh, main person? Oh, Johnny Orlando.
Oh, okay, he was at Toronto too.
And then Connor Fanta was there.
Yeah, okay, I was mad because I wanted to meet Connor.
Me too. I met him briefly, but we were like, he's going on stage. He's like, "Hey, Elle, nice to meet you." I'm like, "Hi, Connor, nice to meet you." And that was it. It was like a minute.
That's cool though. So
I wanted to hang out though. Like, I was like, these people are in Ottawa. Like,
why?
Yeah, I want to hang out, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so looking at the YouTube rewind, did you know it has 98 million views?
Yes.
2 million likes. Can you guess how many dislikes?
Well, it's apparently it's second most disliked video of all time right now.
You're kidding.
I think it's gonna beat Bieber though. I think Baby is the most disliked video.
I think I gotta do some research.
Take
a guess.
How many likes it is?
2 million.
200, 100. Wait, how many views does it have?
98 million.
I'd say 50.
Mil? No.
Okay.
9.3 mil.
Oh, gosh.
Baby has 9.7. So it's coming up.
Oh, wow.
But the
that's kind of iconic. I am part of the most disliked video of all time. I'm going to use that. It's like, when you're like, tell us 3 facts.
And they like give you the fact, and it's just like, at this time, everyone hit the dislike button, and it just happens to be like the campfire scene.
Yeah.
You're like, oh. Is that too close? See, the difference between the baby video is it has 10 million likes.
Okay, yeah. So this is truly one of the worst videos.
I don't know. I don't really care about like what people are doing or what the rewind is. It's cool just seeing faces.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I've never even if I wasn't in it, I wouldn't have cared. Like, it would have been, because every year everyone's always mad about YouTube Rewind.
Yeah.
Everyone's always mad. And so, like, every year I'm just kind of like, who cares? It's just it's a video.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just cool seeing people, like, seeing you, and it was like, that's so sick.
Yeah, I felt like, I don't know. I was really happy about being in it, and...
It like, the concept of, like, the meaning of the video is the reason why you're in it, not because... Yeah. I don't know, the cool effects that they have, or the fact that it's based off Ninja or anything.
Yeah. It's funny because I didn't know like any of the. I only got my part. Like, I didn't know what anyone else was saying at all.
Yeah.
I literally got just like my lines, and that was it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, less to stress about. I don't know.
So people are like when I said like, let's give the people what they want, and it cuts to Lele Pons. I'm like, that's not me. Like, people are like, what the fuck, Al?
Really?
I didn't do that.
Let's go to the best Instagram comedian of all time.
God.
Oops, sorry. Okay, so now more to us. So we used to film like a lot.
Yes.
Did you know? Like, we filmed a lot of videos.
I know.
I didn't even think about it.
I watched some of them like not like pretty recently, like a few months ago, and they were like actually really funny.
Yeah.
Like, I like the one where in your channel where we're in a car, like the car one. I think that was funny. It's
the
cute.
Uber one? Was it that?
Yeah,
I think
the
it was
one where we went
that?
to we even went through the Wendy's, and I got out because my friend was the one at the cash.
Oh yeah,
that one.
My Uber driving dating disaster.
Yeah.
That was a year ago.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I feel like a different person. Like, I'm so different from that.
Why?
I'm just like, it's like, I was like...
I haven't watched it in forever.
Oh, really? I'm just like, in my head, I've grown up so much from then.
Yeah.
It's like I've seen a lot. Like,
is it like you wouldn't make the same jokes, or is it that...
No, nothing. It's just like, I would say I was more innocent back then. More happy.
Because you don't know as much now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I know
crazy.
too much now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you broke in this apartment.
Yeah.
The girlfriend for side chick.
Yes.
We camped out at your high school.
We did! I like that. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun, actually. And then your mom...
scared.
Your mom came.
Yes.
I don't know. That was good.
We didn't get any heat from the school from that one.
No. You wanted to.
I know, I love it.
I love the attention.
I love beef drama.
Yeah. So, going from... Because I think... where did I say this? I think I tweeted it and you saw it. Because somebody was like, why don't you film anymore?
Yes.
And I was like... And I think a lot of people asked that, why we don't film anymore. And so the reason what I said, I don't know if you agree with it. There's two ways to be friends on YouTube. It's to not be friends on YouTube,
yeah.
Or it's to be like a backstabbing business partner.
Yes.
Which it's just, and that's like that. That's not what I wanted us to be. So then I think we're just like friends whenever. Mm-hmm. Like it's not even YouTube related at all.
Yeah.
And like that's what we chose. It sounds like a couples counseling.
Honestly, for me, it's like not even conscious. Like, I don't like consciously be like, oh, I'm not going to film a Joey. It's just like more like half of it's literally just like, I just don't have a video idea.
Yeah.
And then the other half is just like, it's like hang out.
It's not even a thought like, do we have to film or do we not have to film?
Exactly.
It's like, do you have a video idea? Like, if you do, let's do it. If not, it doesn't matter. And I think like that's the biggest thing, because a lot of like these YouTubers just like, I don't think they understand that they're not friends with each other. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think a lot of them realize like when they sit down to film with each other, all they do is sit down and film, and then that's it. Yeah. And then they go home.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
I haven't run into that yet though.
Really?
With like myself.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I feel like, I don't know. There's just definitely like the most I've had is like I would meet with someone once, and like I'm like that's it. It was like nice to meet them. Like,
but not necessarily a filming thing.
No, it wasn't a filming thing. You've had that though, like where you film with someone and then you just never talk to them after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Or if like maybe it's not that, but it's just like you watch the video like that people are making, and it's like, especially right now with Christmas, because everyone's doing like the collab month and everything like that, and you're just like, you never seen those people together before.
No,
they've never interacted online before, and then next thing you know, everybody wants James Charles in their video, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, obviously he's probably, I don't know, he's probably like the top right now.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and like that's insane. So no shit, like everybody would want that.
Yeah,
right?
I definitely I could tell, like, when I watch a YouTube video if they're actually friends or not.
Oh, it's this space.
Yeah.
It's the space between one another, and like if they touch, whether they like bring it back really
And just
quick.
like the vibe, like
Yeah.
you could tell, like if there's like a bit of awkward
That's
tension.
when editing saves. Okay, so you talked about this earlier, the transition of our friendship and what our mindset was. What did you mean by that?
Well, like when I was thinking, like when we first met, it was just, I feel like I was very, very excited, and not to say I'm not now, but like, you know what I mean. I was just this whole.
She's not excited to see me anymore, guys. That's what it is.
I was very excited about the whole YouTube world, and
Yeah.
I felt like very much so that you had you were saying stuff that I understand now, and at the time I did not understand, and it was very much like you. It was like you're like the doorman.
Yeah.
Like you're like, okay, I can let you inside the door, but just a heads up, like I'm letting you know what's inside.
Well,
the
that's
door.
why I wanted to tell you everything real.
Yeah, and you did, and I was like, okay, dude, don't worry, I'll figure it out. And then you open the door, you let me in, you close the door, and it's like,
Then I
I'm
lock
in
the
there for
door.
a while, I lock it for a while, and I knock, I come back out, I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
It's like we're back both outside the door right now, and I'm
When
like,
do you think you like learned it or realized it?
April this year,
What happened in April this year?
the big breakdown.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's when you realized it though?
No, that's when it was like, it really just hit
That-
like, in a
okay.
while, and I was like, I can't be in this room anymore. I gotta get out of the room. The room's, it's a little chaotic in that room.
Oh yeah. And then I actually walked in your room.
Yes.
And then
you did walk into my room that day, yes.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's just wild to me. And now I feel like we're both
What,
like,
what if I didn't give you a heads up?
I would have figured it. Oh, actually, well, would you have still let me in the door?
Maybe. I don't know.
You know what I mean? Though, like if
Yeah.
you had if you hadn't given me all those heads up and just be like, yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah. I don't even think I can. I don't even think I can lie to you like that though.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, like I'm sure you get it, like where people are just like, and I told you this earlier, like, oh my god, your job is so sick, like it seems so much fun and blah blah blah, and then people don't understand that it's really hard.
Yeah.
It's really difficult, and it's not that the creation is necessarily hard. It's the mindset and having the mindset. Like you wake up not having a job.
Yeah.
The only way you have a job is when you work. Like that blows my mind.
Yeah.
How we can wake up every single day and like internet's down, job's gone.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It is wild.
And especially living in Canada, like the majority of our work is in the States. Mm-hmm. So what if the government one like just cuts it off?
Yeah.
You know, and then that's gone. So
It's
like,
happening in the UK. Article
Really?
13, like they're basic because of the copyright thing. It's basically to the point. Like I was at YouTube headquarters and they were
Yeah.
explaining this to me, and they're like, "It's gonna get to the point where no one in the UK will be
Yeah.
able to make YouTube videos or watch YouTube videos or do like any of that. Like
Why?
so, any UK creator done." And it's because of this copyright thing. Like it's just to the point where YouTube would just not be able to happen. It was it's a huge thing. They're starting to try to stop it. It's called Article 13.
okay, I saw that pop up, but I didn't read it because it said
Yeah.
UK, and I was like, okay, well,
Yeah.
not relevant. Wow. Okay, that's insane.
Yeah, I know. I was like, why didn't I was literally like, okay, then why is no one doing anything? They're like, we're trying to promote it and everything. I was like, oh, do better.
Yeah.
But they have been doing it more since the last time I talked to them. I've seen it a lot. Been popping up a lot
Yeah.
more.
Well, it's just like it's just a question of like, does promotion necessarily like does that create the help they need?
Yeah.
And a lot of time it's no. So like a lot of the time it's like, are you just trending a hashtag, or are you actually doing something?
Yeah.
You know, and that's a huge thing. I mean, I don't know the topic, so I can't really talk much on it. But yeah. The last thing I have, because we're getting long. The last thing I have is like finding yourself versus losing yourself. Mm-hmm. Do you think now you know yourself more, or do you think you like, it's tough to, like, before, when we made that Uber video, when we made those first, what was our first video?
Hiring a boyfriend for a day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Classic.
Love that.
I remember, like, I was in the mall in, like, Tampa, and some big body guy walks up to me and goes, "You're the boyfriend." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And I was with Danielle, my ex at the time, and, like, or my girlfriend at the time, and I was like, yeah, like, because she was right there.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, like, from Twitter. And I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
And then he showed me the
funny.
video, and I was like, this is so weird.
That's so funny.
That's so cool, though.
Yeah, I love that.
But, like, at that time, did you think you knew yourself more than you do now?
I thought I did, but I don't think I did. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's just because I don't think I've ever lost myself.
Yeah.
It's just more...
Learning new things?
Yeah, learning new things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I do know myself. I'm, like, learning more. It's just more learning how to deal with what's going on up here. So I guess that is finding myself, yeah.
Do you miss making videos every week? Or twice a week?
Well, with the old style, it was easier.
Yeah.
And also, when I was doing that, I was still stressed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was always last minute.
When I was in college, I was going to class, which was 27 hours a week, and then I was working at a grocery store, and then I was working at a golf course, and then I was doing YouTube, and then I was traveling for tour. Mm-hmm. That was probably the happiest I've ever been because I was so there was stress there, but I was almost like I was so busy where I couldn't think.
Yeah, no, I do.
So that's why I'm asking, because, like, if you're so busy, because you were really, really busy back then, do you think that was better? Like, do you miss that?
I do miss it. I do, like, sometimes there are months where I don't have a single day off, and I like it because it's like I don't have time to think.
Yeah.
Because if I have too much time to think, I go crazy.
Yeah.
But I do miss the grind. I do miss that I was consistent. But to be fair, I'm very happy. I'm more happy with the content I make now, like, more proud of it.
Yeah.
But the other stuff, I look back and I'm like, oh, that's fun. That's, like, those are fun videos.
You should do, maybe not, like, necessarily those concepts, but you should do, like, videos, that style of film on your second channel.
Yeah, definitely. I just need to let go of that idea of, like, everything needs to be, like, this polished, like, movie. Yeah,
and I think everybody has that. Yours is, like, the fact that it has to be this polished movie. I think other people are, like, they have to stick to a certain trend.
Yeah.
And, like, there's a whole bunch of that stuff. So I think YouTubers are like, it's so sad seeing, like, the OGs, like, fall off.
I know.
Because they're just not willing to change. And it's not that they're being stubborn. It's they just don't know how.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think some of them literally have tried and they just haven't done it. I think Shane has done it really well, though. Shane's been able to ride the wave for that long.
Well, I think he just, like, made his own thing, though.
Now
like, I don't even think he, like, went on the wave. Like, he was just like, all right, this is happening. It's either I follow it, I fall off, or I make something new and I start trending.
Yeah.
And he just made something new and started trending.
Yeah.
And then there you can see people, like, there's, like, Emma Chamberlain, and she's just, like, she could be sitting there and, like, her editing is insane. Like, I'm telling, like, her editing must take so long.
Yeah.
And they're so simple. But
it's exhausting. Like,
if you know editing, you know that it's so tedious. Mm-hmm. And then you see, like, these bigger creators try to do that where they're not used to sitting down and talking or, like, driving and talking or whatever, and then they start doing it and you're like, it's painful to watch.
Yeah,
you know? Which sucks, but is what it is.
I feel
like
everyone could make a comeback. Everyone. I've seen it happen time and time again. So, like, if they're feeling that, it's just, like, you just gotta figure it out. Like, it takes a while. It's gonna do a lot of trial and error, but it'll happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so. Or, I don't know.
Being optimistic.
Yeah. We're trying a new thing over here. Question for you.
Yes.
So, we did a show in Ottawa. August?
Yeah, it was August.
I mean, I should know. It was my show. So that show, for the people who don't know, it was like it was kind of like a TED talk show type situation.
Yeah.
And basically, it was kind of like a live podcast, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
In February, what are you doing? You busy that whole month? You have to go to London, right?
I do have to go to London.
Okay.
But at the beginning, I'm not doing anything.
Like February 8th.
February 8th. That sounds pretty clear to me for you.
We haven't talked about this before.
Yeah, we have not.
You want to do a show?
I am down to do a show.
Toronto.
Let's do it.
Boom, and then you can fly out to London.
Yes.
All right, February 8th, guys. If you are down, let's do a show.
Yes.
That's like the worst promo ever.
February 8th, Elle Mills and Joey Kinney take over Toronto.
Boom. And I'll find a musical guest. I don't know who it's.
Ooh.
Alexander Stewart?
Oh.
I mean, what are we going to talk about it without... No, I can ask. I mean, it's a question to everybody.
Yeah, or...
I'll find somebody.
Yeah.
I'm not
Should
worried.
it be someone from Toronto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mainly because I don't always have the money to fly people in. It gets expensive. But I think we're ending the podcast now. Did you have fun?
Yes,
Easy,
we did have a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
it's always just a conversation
I love
with
it.
me. We're going to go film some more videos. We're going to do a Let's Get Uncomfortable episode, which is uncomfortable. It's so much
Yes.
fun. It's so much fun. And then we're going to do a deeper meaning video, which is just classic me.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Yay. Well,
Right.
thank you guys very much for listening. If you liked it, give it a like on whatever platform. Any last words?
Subscribe to youtube.com/ElleTheMills.
Is it still Elle Mills?
Yeah.
You haven't changed it yet?
No, I'm not going to bother.
Good. Don't. Stay you. Hey, see what I did there?
Cute.